One, is college worth it? And two, do you think that you could achieve success without a college degree?
I think that I would be successful without a degree. But it's because I've been a social entrepreneur since I was like 15 years old. So I have been working in my field and know my way around my field and have been able to make connections for the last 6 or 7 years. But without that, I would definitely need to go to college.
For some people, it's worth it. For the vast majority, it's not worth it. If you're really looking at it in the framework of jobs and the economy, 1 out of 2 recent graduates are underemployed or unemployed. So for a lot more people, it's just becoming what was the point?
It's hard to say, until maybe 30, 40 years down the road, whether I can look back and be like, okay, that was definitely worth it or not. But I guess from, where I'm at right now, I would say that college is worth it for some people.
Lee, you went to college. You're in a graduate program now. You're saddled with $47,000 of student loans, and you've said that it will take 6 to 7 years at a rate of $800 per month to pay it off. Looking at this debt that you're in, was it worth it?
I believe it was definitely worth it because there was really very little other options that I had at the time when I first came into college. When it came to college, I saw it as a way for me to advance my life beyond where it was at the moment. I grew up in an urban area of St. Louis, so I didn't really have too much else going on for me.
Nikhil, you've said, quote, debt is the worst thing that a young person can be straddled with because it limits your options and forces you to do things you really have no interest in.
The amount of money that you're going to be straddled with for the next decades of your life can really hamper you. What we're finding is that millennials, they're not taking out loans for cars, they're not getting mortgages for houses. They're having a very hard time adapting to this economy with all this debt that they're having. Some people really college some form of slavery because the amount of debt is going to be with you for so long for the rest of your life.
There is a recent study by the Center for College Affordability and Productivity, and they found that because so many people are getting a college degree today, they found that there's actually 13 million graduates greater, a supply of 13 million graduates greater than the demand. And this excess supply has forced some people into jobs that don't necessarily require a college degree.
With people expecting you to go to college, it's like we're all funneling to do one thing, but there's not enough spaces. And people think other options aren't as desirable.
Being born in the Silicon Valley, the general trend is, if you don't get a degree, you're not going to get a job.
I think we should ask what's the point of going to college? Because I look at college as being more than just I'm going for a job or I'm going to learn something. It's a social experience as well. And I think a lot of people that don't have that either skip that and are entrepreneurs and end up working in their fields, they miss that big social experience that's so important. Learning how to work from other people, learning about other people's fields and other people's backgrounds, and just becoming a well-rounded individual and human being is also a part of the college experience.